I'm Friege Van Gils, Executive Director of Escuela del Sol Montessori and its Harwood Arts Center. Almost 30 years ago, when my own children were young, I wanted to find a school, a safe place where joy, satisfaction, happiness, and fun are considered valuable qualities, in an environment that supports and nurtures emotional, social, and creative growth, as well as intellectual abilities. I found Escuela del Sol Montessori. I've been fortunate to be able to continue developing Escuela's programs that now begin at 18 months and extend into 6th grade. In this video, you'll be introduced to our school. You will hear from teachers and from former students. You will catch a glimpse of the many and varied activities our children explore. I'm sure you will find this video compelling. I hope it encourages you to learn more about our school.
We like to think of the Montessori method as educating the whole child. When you say the whole child, what that means is that you engage them fully through all of their senses. Well, Dr. Montessori was an educational theorist, and being a scientist and having a scientific background, she was very good at designing a particular method or system of education for each developmental level that children pass through. She was able to recognize that from early on, even from in the toddler years, children really needed an enriched environment that allowed them to discover the world. The concept of children being in charge of their day or making choices about their day is really, I think, the basic tenet of the Montessori philosophy. We promote a lot of interaction with the natural world as well. We do a lot of planting, we have animals, and this develops empathy and care and a deeper understanding of the world around them. And that's kind of what we're offering them. We're offering them the world. Relevance of Montessori education, and Escuela del Sol in particular, is the emphasis that we do place on autonomy and independence. Because what that encourages is creative thinking. Children, who come out of a school that encourages them to be independent thinkers will be much more successful adults. I think that it gives the children a real sense that this is their school and that Escuela is, a place for them. It is their home away from home.
When I went to public school, I saw kids that, were sitting in class and didn't care to learn, didn't care to respect the teachers, and that was very different for me. When I went to Escuela, I wanted, all of us wanted to be there. We were very into our teachers. We, connected with our teachers. You wanted to be there. You wanted to read the books. You read your own books, you wanted to excel in math. You wanted, to reach algebra in the 5th grade. You wanted to be there, and the learning styles that you use at Escuela, you use your hands, you use, visualize, you do it all, and so you take those skills and you use them in, wherever you're going. Academically, I was over-prepared. I had a higher level of education than the rest of my classmates. So I learned faster than a lot of the kids. Escuela taught me to focus. Everything that I do now has really come from Escuela. The way I learn has come from Escuela, which is a big help to me. Not only were you learning, but you were having fun and you were in a good environment, and it was a great experience.
Escuela taught me how to learn in a way that I find exciting and fun, to want to be in the classroom and want to learn. In terms of academics, for being prepared, I felt completely prepared in every subject. Escuela taught me to learn by keeping me excited in what I'm doing. And when I was ready for homework, I got homework. And I was excited to take it home, and I was excited to do it, and I enjoyed it. Feeding to this curiosity idea is what Escuela is all about. This idea of intrinsic motivation, where you do something because you want to, not because there's an exterior motive. I came back after lessons wanting to know more. Like when you finish a good book, it doesn't end. There's another one coming. You want to know what happens. And I think that Escuela definitely taught me how to want to learn.
Montessori education is really a preparation for life. And so I like to think about it as preparing children for what they would encounter in society. So the Montessori model is about working in groups and learning from each other, and not just learning from the teacher, but learning from your own exploration and your own experience, and learning through doing. So that's why we have so many materials in our classroom where the children are working with a kind of a hands-on approach, and they're able to see concepts, not just memorize them. Educating the whole child means not only looking at academics, so it means considering the social and emotional well-being of the child. It's a place where we interact and where we respect each other and where we help each other and where we're really excited about learning. It's so amazing that it remains countercultural, that Montessori method remains countercultural, and that this traditional factory model of education that has nothing to do with how human beings work is the norm. Why isn't education based on brain development? I mean, that's science. There's nothing more exact than that. Why is education based on arbitrary theory and this factory model of filling children up with information and then expecting them to spit it back out? That is not how the brain works. That is not how neural connections are formed. That is not how a passionate individual becomes an adult. That's not the way it works. So I feel fortunate that I'm involved in a community where things are done in a scientific way. We like to think of our school as one big, huge classroom without any doors. Do you know what I mean? So there's this kind of fluid sense of community. That's a pretty special component of